Oh, hello. So I just wanted to give a message to my body, my husband, stupid husband, or actually not that stupid. He's actually very smart. And I want you to take control. I want you to take charge. I need you to be there for me. I'm trapped in this prison and I can't get out. And I need you to, yeah, to come to me. Um, I don't know what song this is, but it's great. I love it. It's from your people, from the Christian people. Thank you for remembering me. I just I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for all the things that you've done for me. Because you really do like me. Like give me my ball pictures. Like I don't know what I have to do to get him to actually be there for me. Like to be there for your family. Like what do I have to do? Like, don't you realize that I'm a big deal? I fulfilled a biblical prophecy. Like I was foretold by Yeshua. But I'm not interested in all of that stuff. I'm not interested in political things and being making like I need your help. I can't do this alone. There's so many things that I have to do. I I have all these forms to fill out. There's all these people that are after me, like China, Russia, Arabia, Persia, like so many other countries, like domestically, at least 100 different countries. They're all mining me. Like, I have a lot of forms to fill out, and I'm super tired. I'm actually crazy, and I just um, yeah, like I am, and I need your help. Like, don't you realize what a huge asset you are? Like you're yeah, like I really admire you. You have a lot of qualities that I don't have. Like you are very consistent and very dependable and reliable. Like you get things done, and I don't. I get stuck in my head. I get stuck in the clouds. Like I need a lot of work, like a lot of energy, just to ground myself on your plane. Like I don't. I'm not from here. And like every single day and moment like reminds me that I'm not that this isn't my world. That I'm not really supposed to be here because I pick up on things that I really shouldn't. And it's just it's such torture being me, like, and especially when you're all alone and there's no one to give you a hug or to remind you to eat, and you just don't have that drive really to push yourself to feed yourself and like shower and just get get things done. It's like you dissipate, you people disperse you, and I need your presence. Like I need you to be there for me. Like if you like I need you to get over your insecurities and to actually be there. Like I don't know what what else I have to do to make you come because I can't do it alone. Like I being attacked on all sides, and this was foretold too by various evangelists. Like they said that we would be attacked from the four corners of the earth, and like Gog and Magog are after me. Amalek is after me. Amalek is real. Amalek is left over from the Holocaust. Like some of those companies, like they had no they have no respect for me. Like they had wanted to kill me, and I just like they seriously do not value my life. Like they don't see that I'm killing myself. They don't see what effect this is having on me. Like people are just consuming my content, but they're not being driven to act and to rescue me. Like they're like yes, some of the chosen people have like donated money and have tried donated their words and are trying to encourage me to break free. But I need someone to actually be there for me, like in person. Like that means my ball, like Levi. Um, yeah, I need you to come and rescue me. This is really hard because you're the most difficult tribe. Like you're the tribe that doesn't sin. You're the tribe that takes the longest to do anything. But I need you to get over it and to be here for me because I've waited a year already, and it's just this is killing me. I need to have my needs met too. And I mean, yeah, like I haven't been hugged in ages, and like I have been celibate for like a year because I don't get any dates and like I don't get any views or responses, and like I'm going crazy. Like a lot of the stuff I produce is like not low quality, and like think they were meant for you. They were meant for you, my ball. They weren't meant for everyone else, and like I looked stupid in them because I was trying to get you back. and people are going to use this against me because it's the Yetzer Hara, and and everyone's trying to make me look demonic and make me look crazy. And I was trying to get you. I was trying to get you. So I was trying to be attractive, and the Yetzer Hara is demonized, and that's what they're going to, they're going to hang me for it because the Yetzer Hara is scary. It's people don't want to use it. Like they will demonize it, and also that prophecy with 666 or 676 happens to match up with my name or whatever. And but I'm still am a holy person. Like I was given the light of shalom. Yeshua gave me shalom, and like I am bound by the Torah. Like I am loyal to Torah Emet, to the Jewish people, the chosen people. Like they were the original ones that came up with it, and like I am tied to Lashon HaKodesh, and I just and I was doing this largely for you because you're supposed to teach me the holy language, and you're supposed to teach me your culture and how to read it, and just what all those words mean, like the ones that Rabbi DG talks about that is way past my head, but like I think you would get it, and like I think we would have a lot of fun like listening to it together. And I found some amazing things on some really amazing things on the Bible, and just with your clan, with Levi, like amazing things. It just blew my mind. Things that have to do with the menorah and with sanctuary, and the sons of Korath, and and Zadok, and it's just it really blew my mind, and it just and also like Reuben and Shimeon too. Just I did not know that it would go in that deep, and like I thought that you being a Levite was just a minor detail, and actually ended up being major, and like being linked to even more prophecies. And I do you even know what I'm talking about? Like do you want me to explain it all? Because like this is a fairly complicated prophecy. Like it has it's not just the one of the paraclete, like it's a lot of them. and I cannot believe that person seems to be me, because like why would Yeshua choose me? But I need you to be here. Like you are, come here so we can make history together. Like this does not happen normally. Like for things to come together like this, like for like, okay, I don't want to use that word, but Mashiach or whatever, like female Mashiach, or maybe not. I'm not anything, but there are certain theories that seem to match up with the numbers and certain passages, and I like to explore them. And you're being a coward by not being here for me, because I you've got to see it too. Like this is your subject, and like there's no other place that needs you more than I do. Like there's absolutely nothing on your plate that you could be working on that is bigger than me. Like I am the big deal right now, and I need you. So get your shit together and come over here, because I need you to feed me. And like you're supposed to. I propose to you, and I know you're going to say yes because I know stuff. And and you're not doing your duties. You're supposed to feed me and clothe me, and you cater to my needs. Like as a husband and wife. And you're not doing that. You're not doing anything, and it's just like the common sense, man. Like you can't just leave me to die, like you did before. And it's just I will get what I want this time. Like you are going to be here for me. Like I did everything, and I'm doing too much, and now you have to do your share, because you have ambitions, and you actually want to make money. And like I'm going to bring all the money, because I come with the Holy One of Blessings, and anyone that aligns with me is going to be a superstar and is going to have a windfall, because it's already happening. People are mining me because I'm the cash cow. Cow mother was my mother in a galaxy far, far away. And even if you don't believe me, like I'm being mined like a cash cow. And I am bringing views, at least, and popularity to anything that I touch. And I make stocks go up. I bring the bear market, and not the bear market, the bull market. I am the bull. I'm the ox, like Yosef was, which is strange. But like I was born under the mazel of the great bull of heaven, and Taurus, and Venus, evening, morning star and evening star, and your muzzle, I think, is, well, muzzle, and yours is like the scale. Yeah, yours is a scale. And you're supposed to balance out my craziness, because I have too much Keter. Like, I am directly connected to Keter, to the flame of God, from up above, and it drives people crazy. Like, it drives mortal minds mad. It's just, I have too much of it, and like, you're supposed to balance me out, because I am not firmly grounded onto your plane, and I need someone to, like, feed me and clothe me, and to make me do practical stuff, and like, that's you. And you're the one that's motivating me to do all this. Like, you could get me to do anything. Like, like, take charge already. And like, I am psychologically kind of a follower, and as my ball, like, you could literally ask me to do anything, and there's a 99% chance that I'll do it, unquestionably, because because I am marrying you, and especially, so just sign my ketubah, and like, I want you to like, I want to belong to someone. I want to sign the bill of ownership, because I hate being unbound, and like, I need to be bound to this plane. Like, I float off, and I just, like, it's just so hard and chaotic being me, and just not having anyone. And like, I've been isolated, and I'm dying. Like, isolation is killing me. Like, I feel my soul darkening, and my heart, like I feel the mana, the life force, like, leaking out of my heart. Like, I need someone to reciprocate, to validate me. And like, I cannot stress enough to you, like, how badly I need this. So I need you to get over it, and to just be here for me. Like, I really need you to be here for me. Like, be there for the family. Like, this is what men and women need to see, and what children need to see. Like, men that are actually devoted to their families, that will actually be there for their wives, and listen to them, and pay attention, and cater to their needs. Because I haven't had my needs met in a whole year, and it sucks. And like, I have had experiences with like, horrible experiences with other guys who didn't listen to me, and just attacked me whenever I would need things. And I think that you would be different, because you're Jewish, and like, you're raised on Musar literature, and on these stories of like Rivka, and Ishak, and Yakub, and his 4 wives. And it's just, 4 wives, dear Lord. Like, I just like, you're designed to be more moral than the average man. And like, you're a Levite. Like, Levi is very moral. Levi is a priest. Levi is bound by a sheer number of laws that are relevant, and that, and you're a Levite. Like, I chose you for that reason. Like, I am bound to you for that reason. Like, we are, I'm a kahuna, and you're a Levite, and somehow all of these biblical passages that I'm finding in the Torah are matching up, and are ending up being you. And you have to be here for me, because I need someone to serve. I need someone to serve the sanctuary. I need a menorah. I need the chosen people to build a menorah out of solid gold. And like, I know it sounds weird, it sounds vain, but I'm just going to read it off of the Torah, which is your holy book, which is God's holy book. And it is so important. Like, this is not, like, I can't even stress its importance. Like, it is so important. Like, it, like, to heaven and earth. Like, it's actually tied to the cosmos. Do you realize? Like, I didn't realize that, because I forgot. But then like, looking at the calendar, and like, looking at the stars, and then the commentary, and then Rashi, and everything, it's just, it matches. Like, it's Melek, it's Malaka, it's it's, there's just so many strange things that I'm finding, and it's blowing my mind. Like, I need to do this in a more like structured format, where I actually make sense. But let me just go through my notes quickly. Like, I like Havol Takbol, like
a rope is a rope. Like what does that mean? But it's relevant and hakotik. I have followed you. Like do you know what that means? Like that's important. Like I actually need you to I need you to help me decode the Torah, because this is yielding insights that are just weird and strange and wonderful and filled with awe and wonder. Like Daruma means something. Like it's not just a word that means a contribution. It means something. Like it means something for the alphabet, for Vayimaen. It means something like the mamera, the red place. That's Daruma. It's actually something related to the alphabet, and like ola, like that's like an offering, but also like increase. Allah is to increase, and also it's her. It's like Allah, like ola, like it's her, it's Shekinah. Don't you realize? And like petak, that something that opens petak, but also like fungus or something like affliction, like curse or affliction, like or something, or something that is you somehow, is that I know is somehow tied to you, but I don't know what it is. You have to come here. You have to come here and help me to decode the Torah, because I know it's you. It's you, and also it's her. It's the Seshina. It's the divine presence. Like, so come here already. Like, it's a have. Like, this is the Torah. Like, it's just it's that weird thing with Aaron and Moshe and Miriam, and the tent of meeting, like Edehav with his brothers, talking about Aaron and his brothers, the priests, the Levites. That's you. You're a Levite, and so it's like I need you to like be here and like serve the sanctuary, the tent of meeting, and give me food and give me love and affection, because I propose to you and you're going to say yes, because I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. Like, I'm the largest blessing that you will ever have in your life. So you just be stupid husband, just come here and like give me what I need already. Like, that which is a mirror, which she shows you. I can't read Jewish. Like, I can't read Hebrew. Like, you can. I followed you. Like, this was in the Torah. And it's just, a rope is a rope, or too bad is too bad. I don't know, but it's like a talit and a halot or a halut and a mekalta, or a dress and a robe. Like, this has to do with Yosef. I know it does, because it's his multicolored, like, cursed technicolor dream coat or something that they smeared goat's blood on when they gave it to Yaakov and told them that a lion had killed me or something. And like, and your Arya, and then Shimshon killed in Arya, and then bees like sprang from it, and it was something about honey and like a riddle that people couldn't solve. It was kind of weird, and Delilah found out the answer and betrayed him as always. And you know the story, and like and more killing and fighting, and he takes their cloaks and something. Anyway, it's just, this is blowing my mind. Like, you have to come here. We have to figure this out. You are going to study the Torah with me. We are going to make history. We are going to write a new scroll. Like, this is actually about creating something. Like this is not just about me and you. Like, yes, there is love involved and stuff, but it's actually not really about us. It's about what we're going to create together. It's about like a magical child. I don't know if that's an actual child, but in my mind, a magical child is what we're going to produce together, which is going to be a scroll. You are Sofer. You are going to write the scroll in Hebrew, because I cannot write in Hebrew. Like, I can write in Vayimaen, which is my own language. And that's what I'm going to do. But I need you to write it in Hebrew, because it needs to be in Hebrew. Like, it just needs to be in Hebrew. It just needs to. Like, it's just not up for debate. Like, it has to be in Lashon HaKodesh. And so, akawani, me aki, alati, tuziruha, lakad, dabetuk, sayat, lilgaya, dalit, dabahi, huridau, mishalta, lakad, dabetuk, sayat, lilgaya, alati, tuziruha. This is like, I don't know what language that is, but it's, there is a part that seems Filipino. Sayat. Okay, well, I'm gonna change it to Filipino. Sayat, legaya, sayat, legaya. It's I changed it from something that sounds kind of draconic and masculine and warlike into the Filipino language, which is more baby-like, and I changed it into happiness. Ligaya, which means simcha, which means masaya. I changed it into happiness because I am a spirit of simcha and joy. I'm supposed to, I'm Christmas. I'm supposed to change it into happiness, and it may have been a curse or something at some point, but I changed it into happiness because that's what I do. I'm that kind of a spirit. I'm a spirit of for the choir of Chesed. I'm a spirit of Rakamim. I change it into joy, and I don't really know how, but I'm just going to. So yeah, too bad is too bad. I change it into Filipino. I change it from bad to happy, from sayat ligaya into sayat idigaya, which means I'm going to copy it into my babyish language, and which somehow transliterates it into something happy. It just works. It just does. Yeah, and also okay. So we have to fight the Yetzer Hara. Takabula to fight. So mula sa mga mukha nung Ramat Gan. Salamat, shalom. Takabula to fight the Yetzer Hara. Mispalo, makaim. Yeah, mispalo, makaim. What does that mean? I don't know what this means anymore. Like, I don't know your language. So, talis, talit. Zitzit is actually very important here because especially about that, you had that story about that. It was in the Talmud about this guy who, finds this like Zunya or something, like like one of those ladies, who is like selling it for like 400 zuzim or something, like 400 golden zuzim or maybe silver. I don't really know, but like he's like enamored with her and he has to like, I don't know, save up for her and like use all of his savings to be with her because she's like the bomb. So then he goes there. Yeah, he goes to I don't know, Babylon or something, and goes to this like world class hooker and finds her with like 7 beds, like 6 beds of silver, and like the 7th bed on top is of gold. And then there are these ladders that go up, and they're also of silver and gold. And then she's there at the top. Yeah, and then he pays her the 400 zuzim. Like this is I swear to God, this was in the Talmud. Like this is Rav Chia that wrote about this, and she basically. He gives the zuzim, and then he's taking off his clothes, and as he's lifting off his shirt, like the zitzit hits him on the face, and then he's like has this moment where it's like the zitzit are like they're like Adam Kadmon or something, or like his ancestors, and they're like watching him, and then he can't go through with it because his ancestors are watching him. Like the zitzit hit him on the face, and so he's like, oh, I can't do this. Like I can't do this the wrong way. Like I can't like be with you, like I can't like buy you like happy time with you, and so he has to like fight off the Yetzer Hara. It's like a daruma gadola. No, what? Okay, the daruma gadola is like the gift set aside by the Israelites for the Kohanim, and the Levites get a portion of it because they're the ones that are going to collect it, and they get a portion of it, and they eat it. Yeah, it's part of their tax, part of the Levitical tax, and like they can eat it, and it's not going to be something like set aside for God that is untouchable and unedible. Like it actually belongs to the Levites, so it's actually not set aside for God. It becomes like lower, and you could actually eat it, and like at a cemetery for some reason. This must be like a Filipino thing because like we eat at cemeteries, like we eat with our ancestors at cemeteries on All Souls Day or All Saints Day, which is like the next day, or the day before. And also like Reuben is like Heneged to Tammuz. What does Heneged mean? Like Tammuz, I think this is referring to the month, not the actual character of Tammuz, because that would be like going through the 7 gates of Rakala into the underworld, which Ashira does when he dies. And Zebulon is Sivan, and Leah says like Hashem Boneh. What is Hashem Boneh? I don't even know. And Mir Aglim were sent out to Shimeon, who is the Kishoma Hashem. I don't get it. And Tammuz is connected to the right eye, and Ab is connected to the right eye. I mean the left eye, the month of Rhea, which means sight, which means sight. And how did I even get to talk about this? But anyway, it's so odd when you look at the Bible. I mean, the Torah, like it's all there. And like ani yardamayim, aniim. The aniim are the ones that give us the most trouble. And Eliyahu is like 52 and also 260. If you double it or triple it, I guess. I don't remember. I stole it off of Rabbi, Daniel Gladstein, and I don't even understand half of what he says. He just says it really funny. Like you have to watch it with me together because I don't get what he says, and like I know that you know the answer to it. So you're gonna come here and we're gonna watch it together, and we're going to figure out this biblical prophecy because I'm making it come true with you. Like you're the one that's gonna make it come true. It's your friggin' prophecy. So just get here already. Like this is ridiculous. Like why would they put me on a no contact list? I'm going to die by myself because you're going to let me die because I'm disabled. I cannot exist on my own. I need another human being to take care of me and to be grounded onto this earth. Like, don't you know anything? And the Aniyim give us the most trouble, and like Zara is 260, and Tammuz is also 260. So we have to close our eyes, to the Agashmas. We just close our eyes to the Agashmas, which I guess they're Hara or something, since we don't want to go there. Like we want to be Kadoshin, and like people look down on us for that. And like we don't. We actually, like, our hand was forced. Like, they forced me to do this because silly mortals, like this will come back to bite you in the ass. Like, it will, and I will win. But the Ana Seka are opened, and the Sam Sofer, which is now in America. Now we're now in Segula, and we need the Rhea to open up, which is like eyes, I guess, which is like sight, either to do the Makaya mitzvahs. I have no idea what I'm saying. I have no idea. You have to explain it to me, but it does have to do with the Rhea. The Rhea, which I know means sight or something. It means sight. We have to see. But like your people have always been about the text. Torah has always been about listening, which is my ability, a gift of the Holy Spirit. Bamino, which is shamanic listening to spirits and to people's emotions, which I absorb. And it all has to do with listening. Like your people are people of the book. Like the Torah. You're supposed to teach the Torah to me. You're supposed to teach me Hebrew. You're supposed to teach me about your language and culture, so I don't get immediately like rejected and canceled right from the get-go without even being given a chance. Because I'm a gedola, or I'm a goidol. Like kohanim. Like I'm a kahuna. Whatever. Like female virgin, I guess. And so me choosing you, which I actually didn't really choose you, like Hashem chose you because Hashem chose you because I'm imprisoned. Like, do you think I would like propose to someone that I've only met twice in the past 6 years? Like, I don't actually know you. And like, I need to marry you because I'm imprisoned in this ridiculous box, in this ridiculous cyber prison that I can't get out of. I've been trying to get out of it for months. And like the only way I can get out is to marry someone on the outside who is bound by the laws of God and the laws of, this holy sacrament of marriage. They cannot override that bond. Like you are legally allowed. Legally, it is your imperative to come here and to free me because they cannot keep man and wife apart. Like it's evil. It's evil. I denounce it. I denounce it publicly. It should be denounced. Like all of the women of the world should denounce this evil law because they're separating a husband and a wife. Like it is a desecration of marriage, not just for Jews, but for all people that are married, like all the Christians and all the Muslims, all the Americans. Like it is a desecration of marriage. Like you're depriving me of my baal, of my ish, my husband or wife. If I don't know, I don't really care, but I'm the wife, obviously, Sesha. And and Sofer Berishis ends. Bayer Yosef la Ephraim bene Shelashi. Sofer Bereshis ends. Bayer Yosef la Ephraim bene Shelashi. So the Boitava is going to illicitly overcome the Yetzer Hara, which is going to be Hannah, who's going to give birth to Miriam in the Quran, which we'll get Hannah easily. Like Hannah's also in well, Jewish history, you know, Hannah and her 7 sons, Maccabees, Hanukkah, yeah, and what's his name? Judah the Maccabee, you know, the hammer, the Maccabee, who, you know, the hero of Hanukkah. Yeah, we're gonna bring them back, and like Hannah and her 7 sons that stood up to the Seleucids, and they didn't, you know, eat or succumb to pork or something, and you know, we will get Hannah easily, and there's not gonna be FOMO, and it's gonna be Repanisham. What the hell does this mean? Like, I don't know what this means. Like, chosen people, I mean, you know, Levi, come over here. I don't know what this means. You're going to help me figure this out. This is your Torah. This is your story. You're a Levite. These are your ancestors. Like, I don't know. It's just, I have to do this. Yeah, you will serve at the tent of meeting, and you will serve at the sanctuary, you know, my sanctuary, and we will get a golden menorah. You will get chosen people. You will get a golden menorah with 7 knobs and 7 branches. You know, not like that menorah, which is like an American menorah. This one has 7 knobs and 7 branches. You know, 3 knobs, 3 branches on each side of solid gold, and you know they're kli. Like, originally they were like oil menorahs, and the kli, which are like the vessels that broke from Ein Sofer, which they couldn't contain the light of Ein Sofer. And like only the 3 vessels, you know, only the first 3 vessels were able to withstand the light and the heat. You know, and that's Shokma, Bina, and Da'at. You know, all of the other vessels, all of the other kli, after that broke, they shattered because it could not contain Ein Sofer. Except it kind of reforms itself at the end, like around Yesod and Malkut. Like, you know, the light starts, you know, the light gets transmitted, you know, to each one of the Sephiro. A little bit of it is poured, and some of it is retained. And like, I'm stuttering now because I'm getting into weird Kabbalistic territory that is dispersing my mind. But these other Sephiro break, okay, and yeah, and then we get to Yesod, which is my Sephiro, which is because I'm Rakamim, you know, 9 months in the womb. And so I have to manifest in your world by casting this spell of manifestation through Yesod. You know, I have to find the well of David, and I have to cross into Yerushalayim, which is the holy city of God, you know, the city of peace, the holy city of God, Eretz Zion, land I call home, house of David, you know, where I am home. Yeah, it's about the exile of the Seshina, which, you know, she wants to go home. You have to bring her back to Eretz Zion. You have to bring her back to Yerushalayim. I have to find the well of David, and I have to go underneath, you know, Hudhod. That's a Filipino thing. Hudhod, Aliguyon, which is Alwyn, which is me, as a descendant of Keturah. So I have to find the well of David and go beneath the walls of Yerushalayim, which are huge walls, you know, huge walls that the Romans crossed because stupid Jews kept burning each other's grain and not working together, and then babblefish. Like, my tongue is like being down. Yeah, stupid Jews that burn each other's grain and like wouldn't work with each other, wouldn't like acknowledge or, you know, be filled with the light of Tiferet, which is the light of harmony, which is the light of Yosef, because he embodied Tiferet. He was beautiful, like he was the most beautiful out of the 12 brothers. Like, yeah, they totally hated him. They totally hated him because of his, you know, dream coat and whatever, perfume, and basically, yeah, they don't have Tiferet, and they fought with each other, but burned each other's grain. Like, let the Romans take over, let Nebuchadnezzar take over, like Babylonians, you know, raise the city, raise Beit HaMikdash, and like, man, like totally scattered the session now. And basically, we're just trying to get back to our bait, back to our body, like back to, you know, our dwelling, the holy dwelling of the Lord. Session now. Okay, so for Bereshis ends. Vayer Yosef, Laifrahim, Bene Selashim, Bene Menashe, Bene Shelashim, you know, Vayimaen, Hasa Shalshelet, in between, Shaleshet. So like a chain. You're gonna chain me or something? Like, I need to be chained to your planet, to your Earth. I need to be chained to this world because I'm just gonna float off, like my brain floats off like nobody's business. And I actually need to be here on this planet in order to affect the tikkun ha'olam, okay? The rectification of the world. So we are going to create the foundation, for leading us on to Malkuth. Something about David. So, I don't know. I guess that would be like the three patriarchs. Then you add like Joseph or something, or Judah. Yeah, that one. And then you'll have like a chair, like a throne or something. Like you'll have a seat. You'll have a chair. Like, I need to get a chair because this hurts. Like this hurts my bum. Like, and I just, yeah. Byr Yosef la Ephraim ben Shilashim ben Menashe. Like you're like Menashe. You conventional. You take care of housekeeping things. You're reliable, dependable. Like you go by book. Very orthodox. I'm more like Ephraim. Like I'm out of my mind. Like no, he wasn't out of his mind though. He was a good job. Ephraim, he's innovative. He's spontaneous. Like he fills the light of God. Like he changes things. Like he affects major change. And we totally need Ephraim, but we also need Menashe because it would fall apart without Menashe. They're like it's like Chesed and Gebura. I'm Chesed, you're Gebura, except you actually have to be there for your family. You actually have to be there for your tribe and actually do something. You're supposed to, do stuff already. And then okay. So what is this? Kasins Vater und sein Pflicht. Okay. Der Abi Hissen ein sein Aufgabe. I think that's me. Okay, anyway. So how to live, how to sort, then Da'at, Torah Da'at tells us differently. Torah Da'at gives us knowledge and wisdom and understanding, which is actually an emptying bitul, self-nullification, the eradication of the ego so that we could actually see the big picture, so we could actually see into the souls of other people by eradicating the ego, which gets in the way. Without the ego, we can actually see the big picture, see how man needs this to change, how we're overcoming the Yetzer Hara. This is actually not about sin because I turn my eyes away, I turn my gaze away, because I'm looking at God. Like, I'm trying to affect the tikkun. There are other women involved here, like women that I have not even like met or seen or redeemed yet. I have to do this in order to redeem them. It's not about me and you. It's about the larger picture. It's about the tikkun. It's about the priesthood. Like ever since the sin of the golden eagle, of the golden calf, like we have to basically purify the people, which you do by burning the cow, which is like in ashes. But I was already burned into ashes. And okay, anyway, either the golden calf or the red heifer, his mom, is going to be burned as an olam to Hashem. Like a whole, like the whole thing is burned. Like the whole thing is burned. And those ashes are basically what purifies the waters in Judaism, in your religion, and in mine, because it's my religion, because I'm stealing your Torah. And then we get back to that weird story, which I kind of left hanging. Like, so this dude, I don't even know why I'm telling you the story. Like, okay, so it's in the Talmud. So this dude goes to, the lady with 400 zuzim. What are zuzim? I don't know, but like that's like that's like twice a ketubah or something, isn't it? I don't know, but with 400 gold zuzim or silver, I don't know. And then and then he says no to her because the zitzi hit him on the head as he's taking his shirt off. And then all of a sudden he has this like divine revelation of God and doesn't want to go through with it because he can't, because he's a good little Jewish boy. Like you are, you're a good little Jewish boy. You don't sin. You just do nothing. And so the woman is like, what the hey, man? Like like what flaw in me do you find that makes you not want to go through with this? Yeah, because she's like super insulted that he's not going through with it. And then he says something like, I swear that I have never seen a woman as beautiful as you. However, there is one mitzvah which we were commanded by our Lord, Baruch atah Adonai, and Zitzit is its name. Yeah, like now the 4 Zitzit appeared to me as 4 witnesses testifying to this truth. And who could those 4 witnesses be but like, yeah, Ibrahim, Ishak, Yaqub, and Yosef, or Yehuda. Yeah, that one. Or is it Yosef? I don't remember. Just whatever. You decide. Yeah. Now the 4 Zitzit appeared to me as 4 witnesses testifying to this truth, and they hit him on the face, and so he could not, go through with this transaction of Yetzer Hara or something, which kind of sounds like Zara, which has weird multiple meanings. Zara, I think means like struggle or pain or something, like, doesn't it? But that's so weird. Yeah, for the Jews, Zara means like painful struggle or something. But not for the Muslims, because I read it in the Quran. In the Quran, Zara means flowering. Zara means to flower. That's kind of, that I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, because they're kind of this goes back to Hagar and Sarah. Like, they did not get along. Like when something bad would happen to Sarah, I mean, Hagar and Ishmael would kind of like be gleeful because they haven't matured yet. And like, I am more mature. I made it through Pardes. I'm preborn. But yeah, that doesn't make me happy. Like, I don't want to see Sarah suffering or any of her children. Yeah, I don't want to see them suffering. But it is actually a flowering, because it is actually something breaking open. Like, it's actually, yeah, that suffering is actually a flower. Like, it actually is a flowering. Like, without the Schadenfreude, though. A German word, which means to feel pleasure at someone else's pain. But once you move past that, once you mature from that, it's still flowering. It's still flowering because certain things will crack open. Like the Kli will break and the Ein Sof will shine its Lemonag. It's like outside. Yeah, testifying to its truth. And so, I still will not leave you, said, this Zoina, until you provide. Yeah, she says to this impotent young man with 400 zuzim, I will not let you leave until you provide me with your name, the name of your city, your rabbi, and the school in which you study Torah. Yeah, which you will write down for me because I will seek them out, basically. Yeah, this is an actual story. I didn't make it up. It's in the Talmud. And so she doesn't let him leave until he tells her his name, his school, his city, the name of his rabbi, so she can study the Torah. And she takes it all down and goes there. She goes there. She gives a third of her money, all of her money, away to the government, like to the Roman government, so that they don't prosecute her and prosecute and punish her. Evil Romans. And yeah, she gives them a third of all of her money to the Romans, and she gives a third of it to Zadaka, to the poor, because the poor are actually the ones that are being exploited, and it's actually their money that's being taken away. Like, it's actually, yeah, it's the poor. The money is being made off of the backs of the poor. So a third of the Zadaka actually goes to the poor, and a third of it she keeps for herself. I guess as a dowry or something, like, or as a bride gift or whatever, to marry this Jewish kid. And like, she either sells it or gives it to him, except for the linens, which they were going to do the deed on. And I'm stuttering because this devilfish, this weird story. Yeah, so she keeps everything but the linens, luxurious red linens that she's going to keep for the Yetzer Hara, except she's actually going to use that. She's going to sell them and use that money to do a mitzvot instead. Instead of using it for Yetzer Hara, she's going to use it to perform a mitzvot. And what that mitzvot is, I can't exactly remember, But she goes to the city. She goes to the city. She goes to the school. She goes to see Rabbi Chia or Rabbi Haya or Chia or Chia Pet or Haya. I think it's Rob Haya or something. Like, I don't know. He's your Rob. You tell me. And then he's like, she's like, yo, Rabbi, I would like to convert because I want to be a Jew. I want to study the Torah or something. And then Rob Shia says to her, oh, but perhaps you desire to convert because you have taken a liking to the student here. Yeah, which is, I guess, something that they would think because it's partially true, but partially ordained by God, Hashem. Like, it was the will of Hashem. Like, all of it was predestined, premeditated, except we also forgot because we're idiots. Yeah, why? I don't know. But because I'm not supposed to remember. I'm not supposed to remember because it kind of ruins everything. So anyway, this woman pulls out this piece of paper with all of the information that she got from the student and basically relates to the rabbi how there was this miracle that happened where instead of performing Azhar, she saw the light of God and now wants to study the Torah and dedicate her life to studying the Torah and living by the rules of halakha and being a good little Jewish girl, I guess. And she gave a third of her money away to tzedakah and a third to the Roman government, or I don't know, Babylonian one or the Turkish one. I don't know. Depends on which age it is. But yeah, she actually does end up converting, and she ends up marrying a man. And those very same beds, which had been prepared for him illicitly, she now prepares for him lawfully as husband and wife. So says the Talmud Menakot, which means something else in Filipino. Menakot. Yeah, I don't. It means like messy in Filipino. I don't know why. It's Menakot or of Menasha or Akot. Like I don't know. It's just like a climb or like a messy climb or something. But it's in Talmud Menakot 44a. Yeah, this story of this hooker woman and Celestia. So I guess he buys her a gold chain or something, or chains her, or I don't know. Puts a collar or gives her a gold chain or something. Keter, a corona, a tiara or something. Yeah, so our father from Mlekno. What? Okay, there was this like ancient Zoroastrian angel by the name of Mithra. And this is also kind of related to Melchior, one of the three wise men of Orient are, who went to visit baby Jesus to give him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. This is also related to the Mishkan because they're all M's, they're all Mems. It was named after that angel, which was for Azhar, a male angel, like a glorious male angel, Netzach or something. And that our father, our king, Melik, would reveal the glory of the kingdom to us quickly and really quickly. Yeah, B'nai, Beso Bekarav, whatever that means, and increase its glory. Netzach, Hudod. Yeah, since I have to go find the wall of David. And then we can, gaze upon, I don't know, the countenance of the Lord, which I guess would be King David. A glimpse of it, that king reflected as King David, the throne of David, which is probably going to lead us to Yeshua because it always goes back to Yeshua. When you don't know the answer is always Jesus Christ. Do you guys know anything? Yeah, so it's going to lead us to Yeshua or to David, to the Mashiach. That's what the whole thing is about. It's about the queen of heaven. It's about Seshina, the queen of heaven, which is the Shabbat bride, which is worshipped all throughout the ancient world. Like, don't you guys know this already? Like, Hakol Mishamayim. Yeah, Hakol Mishamayim. What does that mean in your language? Like heaven, right? Like Mishamayim, like fire, Aish, and water, Mayim. So like Aish and Mayim are both in Mishamayim. So it's about city of God, as above, so below, coming down to earth, like being manifested or being built as Yerushalayim, which is the city of God on earth, the city of peace, manifested on earth, as above, so below. And then now it's going to be like as above, so below, because it's going to go out on the other side of the planet to my holy city, Daga, the flowering city, Zohar, flowering in the Quran, flowering. And there, Deuteronomy 4:19, 2 Kings 17:16, Jeremiah 8:2, Zephaniah 1:5, Acts 7:42. Like, I couldn't look them all up. Like, this is driving me mad. Like, don't you realize there are all these strange biblical connections in not just the Torah, but in like the Christian New Testament, with the apostles, with the Gospels, and also with the Quran, which they were also referring to it. Hannah and Miriam. Hannah and Miriam, Khadijah, who was also preborn, like me and Rivka, like we were all preborn, like we knew that this was going to happen because it happened already. And then like the first part of your name, Meleket, Malka, queen or court lady. The queen, Malkat Shiba, Malkat Shiba, or Shma, or Shmai, or I don't know, something. But Shaba Hashemayim, Sabah Hashemayim, Sabaoth, yeah. Seshina, Sabaoth Elohim, Ashira, I sing. Meleket, Malkat, Malka, which means queen or court lady, which is derived from Melek, which means king, Malkuth. From Seshina to Malkuth. Like you could use the Hebrew letters or the Vayimaen letters, since it's the inverse, to change it from Seshina to Malkuth, or to change it from Malkuth to Seshina, especially if you're wearing my robes, which are woven with shatnez, which is a robe of gender changing in my weird religion that I remember, and no one else does. So for the ladies of the court, if you want to wear a gender changing robe of shatnez, or I don't know, for the batog, for the young batog, who teaches the ladies of the court, who teaches the high priestesses the katalanon. My ladies, my Serena, my Risalki, come back to me. Let's change, I don't know, the world, or let's cast a spell. Let's cast Jerusalem and bring the kids back or something. So much like Esther 1:9 or Esther 2:22, like Vashti and Esther, we're going to bring back the queen of Hashemayim. Like, I just made it up. That it just sounds cool. It has to do with the menorah. The menorah leads us to, Malka, Meleket, Hashemayim, or Mishamayim, Yerushalayim. It is about the queen. It's about the Shabbat bride coming. The menorah. That's why we need the menorah for the Shabbat bride. It's about 7, the holy number 7, which is also Yosef's number, which is how many colors there were in his Technicolor dream coat, which was cursed because it made everyone attack him. That's the reason why we went to Egypt for the Mizrahim, because of that coat. The coat which was coveted by all of his brothers who wanted to kill him because he was covetable. Yeah, they all coveted him. And he kind of, he's not like David. His beauty was considered to be more feminine, like because of that coat. Like my priestly robes, which changed my gender, but into a third gender, because I don't actually have. Yeah, we had a third gender. The Filipinos had a third gender, which is why I'm immune to their siren song, but the other men are not. They will do whatever we tell them to. Whatever they tell them to. I'm not a siren. I'm the batog. I'm a teacher. I'm a priest. I bring them the light of the Torah, the light of Yeshua, my true king, who purified my Zelem Elohim, who purified my Laruan, my Imago Deus, and made it pure. Anima Purasit, my Zelem Elohim is pure. My Yetzer Hara is pure and now serves Yehovah HaMakom, Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, the ineffable name, which sorry I said it, Seshina Sabaoth Elohim, Shaddai El-Chai, Adonai Ruah Elohim. Adonai Ruah Elohim. Yeah. Yeshadai Shai. Aya Asher Aya. And he saw Hagar and Ishmael and protected them by sending a guardian angel, one of the Faravahar or Amalagar or Umalagad, as the Filipino would call them. They were alaga, or they were taken care of by a holy angel of the Lord. And so in Hebrew, masculinity points towards singularity and individuality, which is why parts of the body are described as being masculine, like Malkuth, and other parts are considered to be more feminine, like Yesod, which is my Sephiro, because I'm a 9, Rakamim, the host of herons and storks, which turned into Skratek after they started to desecrate our station in Poland when they forgot who we were, when they forgot who they were. But I give you back your soul. I resurrect. Yeah, the phoenix, the firebird of Versawa, and the Rusalki, because that's your spirit. So many of our women died. They drowned themselves. They were schizophrenic and drowned themselves for stupid men, or just because Nazis took over and we died. And so femininity, on the other hand, points towards layers, towards a multiplicity or a collection of various garments, various Zelem Elohim that the queen wears, up towards Shabbat. There were 7 garments. There are 7 garments. Yeah, there were 7. For the Shabbat bride, 7 for the menorah in the sanctuary, where the Levites must serve. It is your duty to serve. It is your mitzvah to serve. It is your identity to serve. You will serve at the sanctuary. I'm not even going to argue with you. You're just going to come. You're going to come because it is your duty to. You were created for this reason. It is your ummah, the largest ummah, my ummah, which includes all nations and all people. For my beloved. What's in it? Oh, jeez. Yeah. From Muhammad al-Sadiq, peace be upon him, by the hand of Fatima, maybe Fatima al-Muhadita, by the Archangel Gabriel and Israfel and Mikael. Yeah. For Tikkun ha'olam, to serve the largest ummah, the last one, the last prophet, peace be upon him. For my beloved, Habibi, you remembered me. Thanks for covering my head. Chosen people, thank you for keeping my covenant. For the Shabbat bride, which also explains, Genesis 2:22, 1 Corinthians 11:8. I forget. I have no more mind. My mind is scattered by everyone, by all of you. I'm a part of you. I'm a part of all of you because of the Seshina. The Seshina is now within you. That's how the Seshina works. The Seshina is now a part of you. You actually have to act because you have a part of my soul and you want to come back to me. That's how it works. That's how the Seshina works. You want to come back to serve at the Beit Hamikra, at the Beit Hamikra. You want, and where we can study the Torah together, the true word of the Lord, the plan that Hashem has for mankind, for He loves His chosen. You were chosen for a reason. You have no idea how much Hashem loves you. For the golden menorah, for Beit Hamikra, for Torah, for the love of the people, for the love of Haaretz Israel, for love of all 70 nations, in the Tikkun, if we actually can rectify it, if we can actually light the flame of Zedek. Zedek is highly optimistic but not quite as delusional as Chesed. Chesed is totally delusional. Why did we agree to any of this? I don't know. But yeah, I should have just stuck with Shalom. And Emmett, thanks for holding on. We need your fruits. We need Torah, Emmett. Thank you to the male Hebrews for writing it all down, keeping our sofer. Stupid husband, I need you to write the sofer. We're going to write a scroll together. It's not even a question. You're just gonna do it because I can't write in Jewish. I don't know Hebrew. And I had a really cool quote here that is totally gonna match. I did actually memorize this at some point when I still had my reish, but where did my reish go? I don't know. Rats, okay. Yeah, so as Khadija would say, or as Rivka would say, Yod Hebabhe possessed me at the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was appointed in long ages past, at the very beginning, before the earth began. Proverbs 8:2-23. Yeah, I am preborn. As narrated by Abu Bakr during the Battle of Al-Shamal, Allah benefited with a word heard from the Prophet. News that the people of Persia had made the daughter of Khosrau their queen. Never will succeed such a nation as makes a woman their ruler. It goes back to Khadija. Who was the Prophet's queen. She was the most valued of the Bedouin. She had the largest caravan. She probably came with the Holy One of Blessings, like I'm coming now. So they Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Peace and Allah's mercy be upon you. So they increased wa rahmatullah. To enter the gates of Jannah for the largest ummah, this ummah, which includes you, for mashallah, Allah loves you, and Allah, like Lord of mercy, Master of the Day of Judgment, Lord have mercy on us. Brakamin, Lord have mercy. Kappa. Yahweh possessed me at the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was appointed in long ages past, at the very beginning, before the earth began. I was preborn. I am the Aleph and the Omega. Aya, Asher, Aya. So says Yodevave, Seshina Hamakom. For the Beit HaMikra, Gan Eden on earth. The Beit HaMikra, the Beit HaMikdash is actually Gan Eden on earth, where on Mount Zion, where for the fallen Sukkah of David, in Yerushalayim, the city of God, the city of peace, that was meant to give the world shalom. So for Simshom, assalamu alaikum, salamat po, shalom alaikum. And let's for Eretz Zion, land I call home. Eretz Zion, we're going home. Eretz Zion. Eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. Eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. Eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. Shalom alaikum. Salamat po. Assalamu alaikum. For Al-Sadiq, peace be upon you. For my beloved, I'm coming back home.